thank you guys.
Thank you.
This has been a long journey, right?
Yeah.
Very long journey, and we're almost at the end. So I want to thank you guys for agreeing to do this little, I don't want to call it interview, just discussion, amongst what now I consider to be friends. Uh, on behalf of Houston Veteran Soccer Club, as the president of that club, I want to say thank you to you all for your professionalism, your dedication, your commitment, and just your, friendship, being who you guys are. It certainly made it a whole lot easier for us to do what we did. This has been a journey, and we're coming to the end of it. And, it's good for us to let our fans know, let your fans know, a little bit more about you guys. So that is the purpose of tonight's interview, and to know also what you guys. We want to know what you guys think of the US, of Houston, and of Houston veterans. Okay, so I thank you all, and I'm going to allow Peter to say a few words, and then we're going to hear from you guys. How about that?
I want to thank the X-Maleya group, so James I want to thank you guys for your marvelous job you have done. And from the bottom of our heart, as the president said, and the vice president of Houston Veteran, you guys have done an excellent job. We appreciate your time, your patience, your love you have shown us. We are brothers. You have shown us that love. We are one united family. And I want to say, like the president said, Houston Veteran always be your place, your home, anytime, any day. I want to say we thank you guys, like what the president said. We want you guys to tell us more about your experience. And like what you guys said, you started in Houston and you end the show in Houston, Osaka, on the 13th of May. So we want to say again from the bottom of our heart, thank you guys, and we appreciate your time here in Houston. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
So, feel free. We have an official translator. I know they can't see the translator on camera, but we do have an official translator. Hi, I know you speak good English, but I'm sure you all have some fans who speak French, and they would like to know, in French what you guys are talking about. So that's the reason we have a translator. So feel free to speak in French. Whatever you want to speak in, feel free. So, we have a few questions that we want to ask you, but before we even go into questions, I don't know if you just have something in general you want to say before we start, going into the few questions that we have for you guys.
General, just that we also thank you for this moment that we shared together, a beautiful experience that we had. And I know definitely it won't be the last. It's like you said, we're not only business partners, but we're now friends and family. So just to say thank you for the moment shared.
Allô?
Allô, bonjour bébé. C'est moi.
Oui,
Comment tu vas?
I say. I just want to thank you, especially pour votre professionnalisme. C'est-à-dire que tout s'est bien passé, tout était carré, comme on dit dans le jargon. Avec le Houston Vétéran, on s'est rendu compte que 1 plus 1 égale 2. La parole donnée était la parole respectée. Donc les choses se sont très bien passées. On espère que les 2 dernières dates qui restent, c'est-à-dire vendredi à San Antonio et la clôture ici à Houston, on espère que tout le monde viendra. Parce que nous sommes entrés par Houston, il faut qu'on ressorte par Houston. Donc que tout le monde viendra et qu'on terminera cette belle aventure de la meilleure des manières. Nous, on ira faire le rapport quand même. J'insiste là-dessus, parce que dans notre communauté, c'est pas commun être professionnel et surtout respecter la parole donnée. Il y a toujours des petits incidents, mais sur 2 mois, parce que nous sommes là depuis 2 mois quand même, tout s'est bien passé et je tiens à féliciter le Houston Veteran. Je crois que c'est un exemple à apprendre et il faut parler de ça aux autres associations pour qu'ils s'inspirent de ça. Tout s'est très bien passé, on a passé de très bons moments. Partout où nous sommes allés, tout était bien organisé, on nous a bien accueillis, on a fait la fête. Et au-delà du travail qu'on avait à faire, nous sommes aujourd'hui une famille. Et comme Aïssa a dit tout à l'heure, je sais que c'est la première d'une longue série. Si Dieu nous prête la vie et la santé, je crois qu'il y aura d'autres événements qui vont arriver.
I like that, and unfortunately, we have a few members in our Houston veterans who don't speak French very well. I understood everything you said, so I would like a translator to put that in English so they will understand exactly what you said, because I think it's important, I think it's very powerful. So I just, translator, please, you gotta put that in English.
So what Roger said is he really congratulates Houston veterans for their professionalism. He said we gave him our words and we stood by it. Everything has been done as planned. There was no surprise, no negative surprise. And he said, coming from a Cameroonian community, it is unheard of that people have an agreement and contract with you and they honor the contract from beginning to end. He said he's going to carry that to other Cameroonian groups to tell them that Houston veterans honor them and honor their words. And he reiterated what I said earlier, that we are already forming a family. We have formed a friendship, and he's just hoping, by the grace of God, that the friendship will stay, and they are hoping to come back here next time.
Thank you, Mr. Roger. We appreciate you for that wonderful words. Like what the president said, it's Houston veteran. We are one united family. To be honest with you guys, we appreciate the group X-Maleya for the wonderful job you guys have done towards the dog. I saw the love. I was with you guys in Oklahoma. You guys have gone to Ohio. You've seen the love. The comment that we get from people is like, you guys are down to earth. You interact with everybody. You treat everybody as your own.
I have known X-Maleya for, I think, maybe like almost 15 to 20 years now. Okay.
Wow.
When I was back in England, in London, I think that's when I first heard your signature song. If you want Makosa, But X-Maleya, what does it mean? How did that name come about? Does it mean anything? Please.
X-Maleya, well, Malaya means advice.
Okay.
The native Douala language means advice. And X, at that time, it was something that sounded cool. It was the film Malcolm X that came out, X-Men, So it sounded really hype. And we said, let's take that together, And then after that, we got used to it and created a philosophy of, modernity and tradition, a mixture of different styles and cultures. So that's where it all started. We were really into the beginning. We were really into pop music, boys band style, and all that. So once we came back to the roots, keeping those international styles, that's when the name really corresponded to what we wanted to express, which is a mixture of what's happening everywhere inside.
Okay. So I think this might be a question for Roger, right? So Nice. Thank you. And you know, you speak very good English, so that makes things a whole lot easier for us. And now I want this is a question for Hais, for Roger. You know, like what inspires you? You know, I watch your videos, I watch your clips, and they're very intense, right? So what is your inspiration as far as music is concerned? You want that to be translated, or you're good?
To be more pointu, et c'est mieux que pas en français.
Oui.
So, je crois que c'est the gift of God. Sometimes you cannot explain where inspiration comes to. Nobody can explain. If Michael Jackson can explain how he makes Thriller, you don't know, because he tried again and again to do it again. Cannot succeed. So, in my opinion, it's a gift of inspiration. Is a gift of God. Nobody in the world, no artist in the world can tell me that can go to the studio, then when they're going to get out, it's going to make a hit. So, in my opinion, it's a gift of God. I love music till I was young, and when I'm on stage, it's my favorite moment in life. Even when I'm hungry, if you put me on stage, put me music now. Don't see the same guys. It's a gift of God, and I thank God for that, because it's my passion, and they pay me for my passion. See, all my English was good.
Your English is perfect. Right? Vicky, what do you think? The English is perfect, right?
America, you see?
You took English classes while in America? Or?
Mm-hmm.
Next time we'll come, it's gonna be on top. Don't worry.
Okay, that's good. So, if I may ask you guys, what has been your highlight? What has been your highlight in your US tour so far? What can you tell your fans about your US tour so far?
Highlights. I think each moment was special. Like the first concert, veterans, it was special. It was the first one. We were very well welcomed. The public was really hot, was warm, very welcoming. We danced a lot. In every town, in every state that we went, there was something different, something special. So each place was a highlight for us. We had different types of experience, very good ones, at each place. So I won't say that this is the greatest moment. There's a lot of lovely moments that we're going to keep in our memories for a very, very long time. So if that's answering your question, I'd say every moment was a highlight for us.
Et j'aimerais rajouter quelque chose sur ce que Ice dit. It was a great moment, and chaque fois que nous vivons des expériences comme ça là, nous nous rentrons et nous nous mettons à réfléchir. Nous nous sommes rendus compte que il y a un potentiel ici, il y a un public, et ce qui serait intéressant, pas pour X-Maleya, mais pour je sais que j'étais beaucoup dérangé avec ça, ou les jeunes artistes, pour les amener aussi, parce qu'il ne s'agit plus seulement de X-Maleya, mais il s'agit de la culture camerounaise. Et notre avis est que le Houston Veteran peut efficacement aider la culture camerounaise. Parce que ce que vous avez fait, Houston Veteran, c'est 2-0, c'est pour le football. Mais ce que vous avez réussi à faire, c'était plus que ceux qui sont dans le domaine. Ça veut dire que les gars même qui connaissent le métier, vous avez pu organiser les choses de manière professionnelle et carrée, plus que la plupart de ceux dont c'est la profession. Donc, qu'est-ce que ça veut dire? Ça veut dire qu'on peut aller au-delà de ce qu'on a fait. On peut envisager des choses encore plus grandes pour la culture, parce qu'il y a un potentiel, il y a un public qui a un potentiel. Ce que les Nigériens font, ils ne font pas la musique. Ils ont le potentiel. Nous aussi, on s'est rendu compte que il y a le potentiel à Dallas, à Ottawa, il y a un potentiel. Comment faire pour que ce potentiel-là serve définitivement la culture camerounaise? Peut-être qu'avec les Houston Veterans, il faut prendre une réflexion.
Thank you,
You know, we got people who don't speak.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to translator to say that.
Yeah. So what? Let me summarize what this just said. Once more, he's commending Yusuf Veteran for the idea, and he's exhorting this club to also lay emphasis on the young artists. He's saying what he's saying here is not only for X-Maleya, but it should be applied to the young Cameroonian artists. He said the way, the manner, and the style used by this club, Houston Veterans, to organize this tour is even more professional than the people that are actually doing this as a profession. That, you know, everywhere they've gone, things have been well organized, and his dream is to see that be done with other artists, and most especially the younger artists, because Houston Veteran has a potential to move the public, to move people, and to move the needs to bring younger artists. So he's praying that that collaboration should continue and be also focused on the younger ones.
Okay.
Mr. Roger, thank you for that advice. We appreciate it. And, to be honest with you, we're looking into that. But like you said, people are different. This is the group X-Maleya. And like history veterans, like you say, we are the veterans. You know, the young artists, what I would just comment on that is that it's not like we don't like to use it. But you know, they say age is wisdom. Let me put it that way. X-Maleya has been there like 30 years now. And the young people, I believe, maybe listening to you speaking, they will learn from that. You understand? And I want to really appreciate you guys for your discipline. You guys, you have that self-discipline that I love so much. You have that discipline in you. I mean, the advice I can say to the young artists, they should look in the aspect of discipline. That discipline is very important. You know, when you don't discipline yourself, you can't do things right. You guys, you are, how will I put it? Like your ways of doing things is so professional, more than professional. Very, very professional. And you have that discipline in you that if a young artist can copy that from you, guys, though it's not like Houston Veteran don't like to use young artists. We're looking into that. But the problem is, like you said, we've been here for 2 months. It is not easy. If both of us were not in that agreement, that professional way of doing things and your discipline, I'm sure along the line we could have had some problems. But because we gave you our word, and you gave us your own word, all of us stay on our term, we respected that, all of us were professional, and we are going to the end of the show, and you see we have not got no problem because of your way you have been doing things. You guys are professional. I give you guys 100% credit for that. So I want to plead with you guys that we are brothers and your family. We will also work with you guys. Maybe we want to get some of the young artists. You may advise us some of the ones you think we can use, some of the ones you can advise that you think we can do. Houston Veteran is out there to promote our own. We are there to promote our own. And I want to plead with you guys. We have heard from you. I don't know what Mr. Aito have to tell us. What is the advice you can give us, the Houston Veterans, that we can use, or when we have another artist like this, with this kind of contract, what is the advice you can give us that we can use in future that can help the club better?
To make it better.
Well, the first advice I'd say is to stay as professional as you are. Not to change, not to have a change of heart. People are maybe different than us. You may have different experience. May that not affect your professionalism. Continue to preach this way of doing and way of respecting your words and way of accomplishing everything that's been said, not only in the contract but orally, So
Anything that comes up, right?
yeah, so that's the first thing I'd say. Just to continue, and along the way, I know you'll see stuff that you can ameliorate. You see stuff that you can add. That's normal evolution. Yeah. But first thing I'll say: stay as you are. Just continue to grow from there. That'd be my advice.
Okay. Well, on this same level, this is something that just came to my mind. If they ask you, guys, could you say something nice? I know this is a very difficult question. Say something nice about Peter. Can you think of something nice to say about Peter? And then Peter, can you think of something nice to say about Roger? Roger, can you think of something nice to say about me? And can I think of something nice to say about I know you have a difficult job, right?
Okay.
So I'll put you on the spot. Something nice to say about Peter,
Right.
please.
Let me think. No, Peter is our guy. He's our guy. He's very real.
Mm-hmm.
He's very honest, and he's always telling us, "I'm like this." And it's true. He's a straight guy.
Right.
He's a straight guy, and we appreciate that.
Okay.
We appreciate him being himself. He's not playing a role. He's just being true to himself.
It's been Peter, right?
Yeah.
It's been Peter.
Peter is Peter.
Yes. Okay, Peter, you gotta think of something nice about Roger, okay?
Yeah,
Not all the stuff that you tell me in the background. Something nice about Roger, okay?
Yeah, the truth about Roger is Roger is that kind of a guy that if Roger is time for work, it's time for work. He doesn't mix work and pleasure at the same time, which is good. He's very professional. He don't play around. He will tell you, and that discipline in him, I love. He has that discipline. That you see him, he has a passion. That when Roger wants to go to stage, you see it. Just seeing him, you can tell how the car will look like because you see the passion in him.
That was Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
When the DJ was messing around.
Yeah, you can see
All I
him
was doing
struggling.
was watching this man. When
Yeah,
the DJ was messing around.
you see when the
This man
DJ.
became the DJ.
I'm
He
telling
became
you,
the MC, everything.
he went there. When the teacher was crying, he told the teacher to calm down.
Calm down.
Right, I look at Roger like, you should be the one disappointed. The teacher is the one crying. Then he is the one consoling the teacher and telling the teacher what to do.
What to do.
I'm like, come on. So I asked the teacher after that, so you don't want to pay Roger now because at the end of the day, Roger did your job at this because your equipment disappointed you and you were so frustrated, you were crying like a baby, and Roger was the one trying to tell you to calm down.
But this is okay.
And so I too, singing, even the mic was not working, but struggling to put, I love that. You can tell both of them got that passion. They have that love, like what Roger said. It is true, I've seen it in both of them. And I want to say this to the other artists that when you do things with love from your heart, it flows. They don't do this because of money. It's the passion. Because you can tell. They don't do it because of money. Because if you look at what happened in Oklahoma, the disappointment that we had, but guess what? People was happy with what's going on.
Why? Because they turned it around.
Yeah, because it was some other artists. I bet you they could have done like, you know what?
I'm not doing this.
I'm not doing this. I'm out of here.
Roger, it's your turn. Say something nice about me.
Now, Mr. President, you are a really good president. Because the most thing I appreciate and learned from you is calm. Even everyone is panic. You're always calm. And it's a great quality. And I have to learn that. Even in trouble, even people on the phone speak loud, they're always calm. And don't lose that. Don't lose that. As a president, it's very, very important.
That's good. I think both of you make a good team because sometimes you need somebody to calm things down.
Maybe somebody
That
to.
too. You know. and they know, yeah, they know when to send which one.
Yes.
Peter, these guys go
Go do this one. See what
You
this one.
so it's good, you know, and that's life, you know. Everybody has his strength, and the most important thing is that the team moves on. You know, no matter who scores the goal, it's the team that wins, and the team moves on. That's something really important. And I saw that not only you two, but the whole veteran team. When you organized the first concert, everything was everybody had a precise role, everybody had something to do, and everybody was doing it to perfection. We really appreciate it.
So I have this question. So, like 6 weeks ago, when we were talking to you, mostly we talked to you, Roger and Emmanuel. Yes, and we were trying to put all of this together.
Yes.
Did you have, again, maybe we'll need to translate this because I don't know the word in French exactly. Did you have did you have any apprehensions? What did you think? Did you have any concerns about embarking on this journey? I mean, you knew that this was going to be like for the next 6-7 weeks, but you didn't know me, you didn't know the Houston veterans, you didn't know Houston. You know, all you knew was what we told you and Emmanuel on the phone. So, personally, did you have any apprehensions, or what were you thinking at that time?
As you say, we are in this business since 20 years. And for now, when people say me, hi, hello, I want this, I can tell you exactly. When Emmanuel called me, because Emmanuel is a serious person. When Emmanuel called me, I know Emmanuel is my grandfather. It's a good plan. And when I talk to you guys, principally to Peter, I don't have any apprehension. Because when Peter say me, I will call you at this time I will do this thing. But 1-2 times. If people do it 1-2 times, you know that it's a serious guy. You don't have any apprehension. When Peter tell me, I'll call you at 1. Peter call me at 1. Sometimes I'm the one who was not available. Call me at 1. I will send you the flight ticket at 10. At 10, I got my flight ticket. If you see that, so these people are serious then. No your question.
Okay. So we know we need to continue that way, right?
It's the best way.
Okay. No other questions I have. So you guys are huge in the Cameroonian music scene. Not only in Cameroon, but I'm going to speak mostly about Cameroon. Why? Because we have a lot of young, upcoming Cameroonian artists. A lot of them, as a matter of fact, and a lot of them are trying to find their way, so to speak, to make a name for themselves. And some of them will probably see this video or see this interview that we're doing, and they might think of doing something similar. Do you have any particular advice for them? What would you say to them? Is this something that they should do or they shouldn't do, or what do you have to say to them?
The most important advice I have to give to my young brother is to, when you make things, don't make things to impress people. Don't impress people, but get into the heart of people. It's different. Some artists do things to impress, but the most difficult thing is to get into the heart of people. And they have to try to get in the heart of people. Because when you are in the heart of someone, it's difficult for him to forget you. You understand? But if you just want to come and impress, you can impress today and it's going to
Next
pass.
time somebody comes and impress them, they forget about
So you have
you,
to
right?
make things to get inside the heart of people. That's an advice I can give you.
And even the ones that, we also have a lot of younger Cameroonian artists here in America.
Yes.
Maybe they've not even gone to Cameroon, but they're Cameroonian Americans, as we call them.
Yes.
You came across a few of them on your tour.
Yes.
And, sometimes it doesn't really work out for some of them like they expect. Maybe the crowd doesn't receive them as well, or they have an expectation and it didn't turn out that way and they feel disappointed. So maybe I can give that question to Ice. What do you have like an advice to some of those people, not the ones from Cameroon, but the ones that are Cameroonian Americans and trying to do what you guys are doing?
Add to what was just said, it's the same message, to touch the hearts, and then to, like when we started, we had a lot of spirit of analyzing. We would sometimes film or record our concert, and then we'll go look back and say, hey, people like this part, people like this, people didn't react here. Studying the public, understanding the reaction, that's one thing we can do. And secondly, I'd like to say that, like you said, they're Cameroonian American. Having the Cameroon community is good, but you're in the land of where all dreams are possible. So I'd advise them to open up. There's all types of artists over here. Collaborate with all those Spanish, Jamaicans, Americans, Nigerians, and Asians, Indians. Everyone's here, So there's endless possibilities, endless things that they can do, endless things that they can discover, endless things that they can try. And lastly, I'd say that they should fix an objective. You can only you can only make a plan when you know where you're going. You have to know where you want to go, what you want to do. Don't do things with hope that it will work. Do things that, okay, I want to touch this type of public from this age to this age. I want to do this, I want to do that, and then from there you say, I'm here, I want to go there, and you start to quantify step by step. From that moment you can meet people, collaborate. Like I said, this is the country of endless possibilities. We saw some Cameroonian stars, like this year MVP is a Cameroonian. One of the greatest UFC fighters is a Cameroonian. We got a great musician, one of the best bass player in the world is living here, is a Cameroonian. So they can look up the method that they use, try to adapt it to their circumstance, to their situation, to advance. That would be my advice.
Okay. Il doit être ambitieux. I don't understand. Moi, je vais être plus dur. I don't understand how you are an American think about it. I don't understand that. You're in America, you think about it. No. When you are in the United States, you don't think about Douala. No, you don't think about the make people dance with Douala. I'm in Houston, and they do, okay, in Houston, in every club in Houston, they have to play my music. So then you begin to plan, okay, how can I do this, how can I do that? It's possible. But people, Cameroon artists, now think about Douala Yaoundé Boya. Man, it cannot work like that. Possible. How are you going to do that? You are not in Cameroon. How are you going to promote your song? You are not in Cameroon. How are you going to do that? You send money there, send your song there. It's difficult. But here, you can be, in my opinion, you can be a star just in Texas. It's perfect. Just in Texas. You understand? No? You don't have to be like Jennifer Lopez or Beyonce, but just in your state, you can be someone, and that's how they have to think. They make music to think about, Houston. If I come here, I don't think about, I told you, if I'm there, I don't think about Houston veteran. Okay, I'm in the United States, I have to touch American public. How I can do this? And then we begin to flex. The solution will come.
I believe our borders can get that and learn from you guys. I know you talk about sorry to put you guys at the spot, but what I want to ask, what are some of these, can you give us some of the young artists you think we can use in future? Do you have any in mind you think of?
I will tell you en privé.
Alright, thank you.
That's a political question.
What's up?
I love that. So, okay, I would like you guys to tell us about your experience in America and what you love about America and Houston in particular.
Apart from Idaho.
Houston, good weather, but good weather here. It's not too cold. It's not too cold. And food.
The food, yeah.
When come to sell on you, when they give you food, it's big.
Plenty.
Yes.
Huge.
That's Texas.
That's Texas.
That's Texas.
And people are cool. Everybody say hello, even if they don't know you. People are cool. People are respectful. And that's the thing. It's different from New York. And here people are calm. Don't run.
So while you guys were, did you guys meet anybody that knows you guys as X-Maleya, apart from outside of Houston veterans or the Cameroonian, like when you were out
Yes.
doing stuff? Did you meet anyone?
Yes, when I was in, I would call this Macy's.
Yeah, Macy's.
How does that make you feel? You met somebody?
Yes, I was there and a model with a style pass. Hey, this is X-Maleya. This is.
You took a picture with her?
Yes, with the.
Okay, with the kid.
With the kid, yes.
Oh, that's nice.
You can tell even when VP married to John Bai's daughter heard that when they did their year in America, she could not believe. She told the mother that no, are you sure X-Maleya is in the US? And you see, it's as I said again, you guys are doing an excellent job. The next album, just please make sure you put
We're gonna find a way. Because you know that even we got so many Godfathers around the world, but in our style, we don't even a Godfather like I told you don't hear a song when we Samuel Eto'o, Amake Le But, things like that, because our music is a type of music, but we're going to find a way. Maybe in the video.
Yeah, you can play a role.
I'm honored.
We're going to find a way.
All you gotta do,
All is
right?
possible, yes.
In your video, you just gotta do
Yes.
that. Tell the camera.
Yeah.
Tell the camera to zoom in. You just do something like that.
The
Okay?
logo,
We
there's
know.
always a possibility.
And we'll know what it is.
Yeah, this is your future home. If you want to live in America tomorrow to settle in the US, especially the Texas. Everything is big in Texas.
Why is Peter saying everything is big? Everything. What does he want to say?
No. We're not going
Everything is
into
big.
Everything is big.
We're not going into that, okay?
We understood the first time.
This is a family show. Okay? We're not going into that, okay?
Okay. I was just asking.
I thought about it. I'm not going to bring it up. Okay? But anyway, no. Thank you guys again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know if you all have anything else you want to say. I think I'm good.
Just to say thank you to Houston Veteran again, and we pray that God give you between adult people, it's not easy to
Stick together.
There's so many misunderstanding, but we pray God that God keep you together, and not only for you guys, but I know if you are together with you guys can do so many things for our community.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. It's a wrap.